Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to let you know what you're getting into. You're getting into the June Tavern update. And in this update, we are going to cover the plan for the Star Wars series. We're going to cover the plan moving forward. You're going to learn about different ways that you can support the tavern. You can learn about our social media outlets in this video as well. And then, listen up, this is the important part. You're going to learn about Over Under and Cutlass, two new shows that are going to be produced live on Twitch and then edited and uploaded to YouTube. So, if you want more information about that, you definitely need to stick around until the end of the video because that is kind of lower on the totem. So stick around for the video and I will see you in just a second. Good morning, evening, or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sigma, and I am here to talk to you about what is going on in the tavern. So, Star Wars is a thing. It is continuing to be a thing. It will be a thing for a very, very long time. So let's talk about that and let's get that out of the way first. So the Star Wars campaigns, Oblivion and Eclipse. Uh, we are about halfway through both seasons. They have about 20, anywhere from, I'd have to go back and look at them, but they have about 22 to 26 episodes. Um, both of them do. And so some weeks you might get two episodes, some weeks you might just get one, but the key is that we will continue producing Star Wars content and uploading it for you guys here on the channel. Now, that being said, due to the fact that I was being a DM for these campaigns while also having jobs IRL that took away a lot of the time that I would use to devote to editing these episodes, um, due to that, I haven't been able to keep up with editing and uploading as we recorded. So, with that in mind, we're actually done with the Star Wars campaigns. So if you see any of the people who have been in those campaigns, don't ask them any questions because that's cheating. Don't get spoilers. Wait, you must be patient. Be patient. Um, but yes, those will continue to be produced on a weekly basis. Maybe not two a week, but definitely at least one episode of Star Wars content a week. The next thing that you guys will be seeing here shortly is some new campaigns, and that's the primary thing that I'm here to talk to you today about. So, Star Wars is going to be produced until there are no more Star Wars episodes left to produce, and we will also be doing other things. But before we get into that, I want to take a second to tell you guys about our Patreon page. So, our Patreon page is cool. It is a fledgling baby Patreon page, but there are 3 tiers on our Patreon page that you can go and subscribe to. And should you subscribe to those tiers on Patreon, then you will have access to a couple of cool things. So let's go ahead and let me run down that for you. So this first tier that we have for you is the Tavern Patron. For $5 a month, you will have access to exclusive Discord benefits. So we actually do all of our recording through Discord. And it would be super cool to have people in our Discord talking to the players, conversing, maybe gaining new ideas, gaining feedback. But at the same time, it would also be really cool to hang out with some of you guys, play games, and just have an overall good time. I think it'd be really awesome. And I think it'd be super cool to have supporters in there. Of course, there will be more benefits added on as time goes by and as the tavern grows. But for right now, the $5 Tavern Patron subscription gets you in the door in the Tavern Discord. The second tier is the Tavern Regular. So for $10 a month, you can have access to the Discord, but you will also have early access to episodes, which means you'll be able to listen to them edited, broken down, um, before anybody else does. So that's with music, anything else, because during the live streams, which we'll get to that in a second, during the live streams, there won't be any music or anything, hardly any, or not really any editing because it will be live streamed. But you'll have early access to edited episodes, as well as access to the Discord. And then the last tier is the well known face, and that is $15 a month. And as a well known face, not only do you have access to the Discord and early access to episodes, there will be a monthly question and answer session with myself and possibly a few of my players. It'll be a quick 15-minute thing, um, probably even shorter than that, depending on how many people we have. But the last thing that the $15 a month gets you is a recognition reel. So, as a well known face, you will be recognized in every video. And a special like thank you to our patrons thing, and it'll be posted at the end of the episode. So if you want more information, you should definitely go bounce to the Patreon. More information is there than what I just went over, but that's basically what you get when you subscribe to our Patreon. Another way you can go and support the tavern is by going over to Buy Me a Coffee. So if you guys are like, I want to support you guys, but I can't do it on a monthly basis, that's fine. You should come on over to Buy Me a Coffee and you can support the tavern by donating a one-time thing and possibly come back to it every once in a while as you can. It's a lot more personally, I think it's a lot better than Patreon. Not necessarily because of the rewards, because there is no reward tier. If you're on the Discord, you get a special role, but um, in general, Buy Me a Coffee is better for people who cannot do a subscription based support and they're like, here, let me buy you a coffee. So that's two ways that you can support the tavern. There is also another couple of ways that you can support the tavern. We have a Facebook and a Twitter page, as well as YouTube. And the best way that you can keep up to date with everything is, of course, subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. But if you follow our Facebook page as well as our Twitter, we keep content regularly flowing and content updates and stuff like that regularly going through those two outlets specifically. So if you would like to go follow us on Twitter, we are at CO_tavern. That is us. Again, that's at CO_tavern. And then over on Facebook, we are Sigma and Company Tavern or Sigma and Co Tavern. If you search us up by our it's at Sigma and Company Tavern. All one word, all spelled out, and every word in there is capitalized. Now, before we talk about the other campaigns, because I know that's what you're here for, we have Twitch. So our new channel is Sigma's Tavern. Um, we are over on Twitch and we will be going live with episodes. So our recording sessions will be broadcasted live through Twitch. There won't be any face cam or anything like that, sadly. Not yet, anyways. That might change in the future. I don't know. It depends on the comfort level of my players. I personally have no problem with it, but I think uh, it would be kind of silly if I was the only one with face cam and nobody else. So we're gonna avoid that and kind of steer away from that for the time being. But just like a radio show is broadcast over the radio, it will be broadcast through Twitch. So we will be going live different evenings throughout the week. Current plan is probably Fridays and Saturdays, maybe Sundays, but Fridays and Saturdays, it looks like that's where it's going to be. So if perhaps you're gaming or something and you're up Friday night or you're up Saturday night and you just need something, you need some background noise while you're gaming and you don't feel like listening to music, turn on the tavern and listen to us BS around as we play some form of TTRPG. So you can find us on Twitch at Sigma's Tavern, and we will have the nice little mug logo that you guys are probably familiar with by now. Okay, other campaigns. So I have a projected start time for the other campaigns. The other campaigns are going to be Over Under and Cutlass Tavern Productions. So Over Under is going to be, and I'll tell you a little bit more about those in just a second, but Over Under is going to potentially start somewhere between mid to late June. And then Cutlass will start somewhere between late June and early July, probably bleeding into mid July due to the American Independence Day. Some of our players aren't American, but most of them are, so there will probably be some vacationing or something like that that will probably delay our start time. But um, projected into the future, those are the projected start times. So let's talk about what they are. Over Under is a Western themed campaign. So it will be a story told about the Wild West. There will be a teaser video that drops, or sorry, teaser soundbite, I guess, since we don't really do videos. But there will be a teaser dropped for both of these things as their release gets closer and closer. But for Over Under, it is a Western themed campaign set right after the American Civil War. So out in frontier country, and the uh, this world is not as it is in our world, or at least not that we know of. This is a world rife with magic and some very dark twists and turns. And then Cutlass is a love letter to cyberpunk as well as Treasure Planet, which was a really old Disney movie. Not really old, but an old Disney animated movie. If you are familiar with, then you know the aesthetic. But this is a very dark cyberpunk version of that, where the crew of cast members will have free reign of basically a galaxy to roam around. And it has different alien races that are very reminiscent of some of the fantasy races that you would typically see. So it's a nice mixture of a bunch of things. All of the players are super excited. I'm super excited. There's some details that are getting finalized. That's why it's taking a little bit longer than Over Under. But both of these are uh, very close to being ready to fire, and I am very very excited. So yeah, that's the summary. So the plan for Star Wars is we're still producing content. The plan for Over Under is that it will start mid to late June, and the plan for Cutlass is that it will start late June to early July. If you guys have any questions, just drop them down in the comments below. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Facebook, as well as go subscribe to Twitch channel so that you can be informed of when we go live, so you can listen to the chaos raw. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take care. Bye bye.